Start of our second quarter, Samacho, Roy, Philpott, Taylor Davis, 3rd and 9. Pavia with a shotgun look, heaves it toward the end zone. Skinner, oh, he was there for the touchdown.
He's not intimidated by anybody.
28, black and white, is not intimidated by anything. Case in point, there's another touchdown. Alexander, the legs were churning backwards into the end zone. I like talking about fastballs in Nashville, the Vandy boys. Here's Tootin. Stutter step. Tootin towards the end zone for the touchdown. And the lid finally off the Virginia Tech offense. 33 reaching pay dirt from 24 yards out.
For Virginia Tech.
Well, will Clark Lee dial up? Hokies need to convert in the red zone. They'll set up the screen. There it is. And the Hokies with a touchdown. Bashal Tootin, his second score of the second half, and an extra point away from being tied. Thomas, the running back, Drones wants to go deep, and the coverage was busted. Ali Jennings, touchdown Hokies. Diego Pavia upset Auburn on the road last year at New Mexico State, trying to pull off the upset this year at Vanderbilt to the front pylon and another touchdown. Cedric Alexander. And he has done it all today. Another pistol look. Pavia, the keeper, to the edge, cuts it back for the touchdown. Couldn't do it last year, trying to get back to those ways this year. And the pass is caught, tiptoeing down the sideline. The touchdown to Javoy Mays from 52 yards out. Fake it to Kiner, Sorsby, wide open. Well, he had 2 targets. He'll choose Tony Johnson. Second catch of the season. Pick your poison time, and Sorsby getting it done. He had Francis Sherman also in the flats. Nick James. Kiner in the backfield on 3rd and long. Sorsby off the back foot. Joe Royer. A touchdown from 16 yards out. Hey, Joe.
Anytime you have
Bartholomew went in motion. Holstein looking his way, now the other. Out in the flats, pass is caught for the touchdown. It's Mumfield. Ganate Mumfield, second score of this season. And the Akron transfer has Pitt in position. Analytics tell you to go. Holstein has a man wide open, reeled in by Mumfield. On 4th down, it's a touchdown. The second half. Time across the middle. There goes Reed. One man to beat. And he reaches the end zone. A 56-yard scoring strike. Hello, Des Reed.
DBs are up to task.
Brown gets a clean snap, end zone, slam pattern for the touchdown. Camden Brown.
If you want to try and run up the middle versus front four.
Deep handoff again. Into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, he kind of snuck through.
Make this cat front. That's what this offensive line is doing.
Tigers missing their starting right tackle tonight. Hunter has it, twisting and turning across the goal line.
Back again like they did last time around.
Austin, the running back. Brown. End zone, wide open for the touchdown. Micah Riley. Brown across the middle, wide open is Hunter for the touchdown. He'll slide in just over top the goal line. The pump fake, Dampier. The other way, end zone, and caught for the touchdown. Caleb Medford. There's too few, you run it. There's a couple more in there, you throw it. There's a pass to Fairweather to the end zone for the score.
Going to play for your quarterback.
Austin, wide open path towards the end zone, and the touchdown. He'll high step his way in. Second and goal. Handoff straight ahead, Toa Philly. He got there for the touchdown.
Can they step up and make a play, or will it be someone on Florida State side?
One mistake by Uiagalelei in the second quarter proved costly in terms of his third down passing. Wants it all, man-to-man coverage. Douglas is there and hauls it in. Touchdown, FSU.
Whole different offense. Take your brain out and switch it. Change your mind.
Here's the option. No pitch to Heinrich. Horvath towards the end zone, and he got there. A touchdown machine from
Did it last week. He may do it again.
Teska with a crease and a touchdown. Alex Teska, third score of the season.
An offensive play all game.
Maybe with all three timeouts remaining. Horvath heaves one deep, has a man, and it's caught. Navy, Nathan Kent for the touchdown. Acho, this offense can do it all in 2024.
Navy uncomfortable.
Shotgun look, they'll screen it back the other way. A little trickeration, and that's enough for a first down and a lot more. Rumbling into UAB territory. Heidenreich still on his feet. That's a touchdown. Blazers trying to get to the end zone for the first time. Zeno wants it all. Man-to-man coverage. There it is. Touchdown UAB. Iverson hooks. First touchdown of the season for numeral 0, the longest play from scrimmage. It's a 39-yard scoring strike, honestly, Acho. Especially with the way they are playing today. You mentioned the bigger picture. Bolting through for the touchdown. Daba Fofana. And the midshipmen will not let up today. Tennyson Hatfield on the field. And barreling straight ahead is BB Jr. for the touchdown. Now UAB trying to be the hang-around team. 9:09 to go. 3rd and 5. Holstein the other direction, and it's intercepted by North Carolina. Caleb Koss. One man to beat and no problem. The pick 6 for UNC. Daniel Carter back in at running back. He dropped a sure touchdown earlier in the slant.
Des Reed, 5'8", 175, grew up in Miami Gardens, Florida. Dude is a big-time football player.
He's 5'8", I am too. Empty backfield.
Are you? Okay.
I'm not. Second and goal. Holstein, end zone. Touchdown. Sincerely reels it in. And Pittsburgh back in front.
And that's what didn't happen right there, is the inside defender didn't see the running back to the flat.
Holstein, the crosser. Poppy Williams for the touchdown.
Smart enough to know that these 3 extra yards of me lowering my shoulder is going to be more beneficial to my team than stepping out of bounds. Brilliant play.
Jumbo set, multiple tight ends, inside give, Hampton legs churning, across the goal line for the touchdown. Omarion Hampton would not give up. Holstein, Reed into the flats, one man to beat towards the front pylon, and he got there. Right in front of Campbell, touchdown Pitt. He told us yesterday, I'm not scared of anything, and that massive linebacker trying to chase him down, no problem whatsoever. Again at running back, third down and goal.
Jalen Milroe, who's a Heisman Trophy frontrunner right now. That offensive line, Caden Proctor, Tyler Booker, and that defense, Alabama, I believe, is different.
Pitt wants to play defense on third and goal. Criswell, end zone and touchdown. John Copenhaver. Third score of this season. Tar Heels needed it. Copenhaver got it.
It doesn't look like they're going to go back to a draw, specifically from the QB.
Cade Bell told us yesterday we love to work into the boundary against this defense. They will run Holstein across the goal line easily. Eli Holstein, cool, calm, and collected. A&M victory, 30-0 lead right after halftime. Jet sweep to Burden. He's got all kinds of real estate. Luther Burden in open space. And how easy was that for the Tigers from Mizzou? 2 plays and a touchdown. That went from 61 yards out.
The one thing that...
the wind is just
He does have a way with words.
It's enjoyable to sit down and speak with. Straight ahead, wide open, the touchdown. It's Carroll. Third of the season. Mizzou strikes again. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, both Acho on the ground.
And you're sick because now they're just having their way with you.
8 yards per rush. That sounds pretty good if you're a fan of the Tigers. Over the left side, and Carroll is in and across the goal line. Carroll scores his 2nd touchdown.
And it's been, for lack of a better term,
Tigers have it with Marcus Carroll. Mizzou 4 straight wins to start this season. Gritty victories against BC and Vanderbilt in overtime. Carroll to the perimeter. Marcus Carroll still on his feet to the end zone. And he stays in bounds for the touchdown. Third of the game for the Georgia State transfer, weaving his way through traffic that time, Acho.
Caleb Williams, it was 28-7, and Caleb Williams stepped on the show in 2021 as a true freshman, scored 6-yard touchdown, ended up winning the game, and so game of huge swings.
That action to the tight end, Joshua Manning to the end zone, and Mizzou strikes again. First touchdown of the season for the sophomore from Lee's Summit, Missouri. And a 63-yard scoring strike. .90 seconds to go in the third. First down and goal. Brady Cook wants to throw it. End zone. Norfleet grabs it. And he will get the honors, his first score of the season. That's got to feel good for old 87. And the Tigers pouring it on in Amherst.
So now that Luther
on the field at the same time with Udo. Robinson in motion. Daly wants to throw it. Has a man breaking open into the end zone for the touchdown. It's Miles Stewart. Macho, he had two players breaking open, one right in front of the pylon, one halfway home.
His receiver.
Bryson Daly, 4 of 6 passing, all 4 completions resulting in first downs. How about that spin move? Bryson Daly, and the Daly double across the goal line. And Bryson Daly back on the field. Medina the lead blocker. Daly with a crease. Bryson Daly back to the end zone. And he rumbles across the goal line. To complete those passes, and Jeff Monken can certainly overanalyze and be critical of his team. They're not scoring on those plays, but when you have Udo making runs like this, and across the goal line, he got there for the touchdown. It's pick your poison. This Army offense, precise, electric, explosive, and it's been that way now for 7 games. Yep. And Hauser underneath. Sowell gets the first down a little bit more. Sowell still on his feet. Into the red zone. With a convoy towards the pylon and a touchdown. Yesterday in our conversations with his staff and his team, the bonds of brotherhood, the connectivity of this team, another touchdown. Bryson Daly again. And the Black Knights pouring it on here at Mikey. Cadets remain on their feet. 4th down and goal. The keeper straight ahead, and Hauser crosses the goal line. The East Carolina touchdown, Caden Hauser. Of course, try to figure out what we can do better. Break our tendencies. In the back corner of the end zone, it was caught for the touchdown. Oh, the toe tap by Anthony Smith, and he was running out of real estate, maintaining possession and getting the foot down inbounds. Arm, that was absolutely brilliant. Bryson Daly across the goal line again, and another touchdown on the ground, his 5th of this football game. So with that score,
look how deep all these linebackers are. Notice they're all back by the goal line.
Hauser underneath. He's got to cross the goal line. Winston Wright does. Well, he found a path. It wasn't easy. And another touchdown for East Carolina. Need 8. Daniels effective on the ground early. The handoff to the edge, and a first down and a lot more. There goes Morrison into the red zone. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Kansas. From 38 yards out, the effort, the energy for 28 in white, he got it done. His ability with the jump cut has been outstanding. Johnson buys some time. There's the tight end again, rumbling towards the end zone, and the touchdown for Ancio. From 24 yards out.
Trust in the process.
Swanson and Giddens in the backfield. Johnson, a little jump pass, wide open for the touchdown. Garrett Oakley. 3rd touchdown of the season. Connor Riley playing chess, everybody else playing checkers with these tight ends in 2024. It is a sight to behold. Let's see. Wildcats show pressure. Here they come. Time for Daniels. Has a man. It's Graham reaching for the front pylon. And he got there. Luke Grimm found a way, and Daniels precise on the pass for the touchdown. Offensive coordinator Matt Wells that have assisted in his development. He'll keep it here. On the move, Johnson across the goal line for the touchdown. Kansas State extends its lead. And we just mentioned Braden Lofton, key block to spring Johnson. And from 10 yards out, 22-14. Already in field goal range on 3rd and long. Tabor Allen 6 of 7 this year. The field goal department. Devin Neal wants the end zone. Devin Neal, did he get there? He did. What a play for the senior from Lawrence from 24 yards out. Right before the beginning of the 4th. Daniels takes off. The stutter step. Another move across the goal line for the touchdown. Here goes Anderson again to the edge. Anderson inside the 10, into the end zone for a touchdown. Nacho, he had some outstanding blocking on the perimeter to spring Mario Anderson for the easy 6. Injured and out. McCown to the end zone for the touchdown. And what a response, Houston Thomas. Well, they love his potential, just a redshirt sophomore. And for Thomas, his 2nd touchdown grab of the season. McCown on the move to the tight end for the touchdown. Dan Dishman. Oh, and Pee Wee snuck up to the line, now retreats. Hannigan floats it, end zone, wide open for the touchdown. Demir Blankum-C sprung free for maybe the easiest touchdown strike for Seth Hennigan this season. He's the only FBS quarterback to start for 4 years at the same school currently playing. How about that strike? Blankum-C again. There he goes to the end zone. From 69 yards out, how nice was that? Them here, you have to utilize a timeout, you believe. Wide open end zone, easy touchdown for Patrick Overmeyer. And the 2nd of his young career. So the tight end's a big factor in the red zone. Speaking of the devil, Houston Thomas. His 2nd touchdown reception of the game. High says it will not across the goal line for the touchdown. Before the ball squirted out, 6 more on the board for the Roadrunners. Memphis once led in this game 24-14. Looking for Drake at that front pylon. You get a foot down in bounds. They're going to call that a touchdown. Kobe Drake. Only need 1 foot in college. A minute to play. The pump fake back in the end zone. Batted away. Caught. Mario Anderson found a way in the back of the end zone off the carom.
The field is a touchdown.
Air. How fast do you want to go? As fast as we can. Maybe a bit of a different story. Off the option. Heidenreich. Green grass in front. Eli Heidenreich towards the end zone for the touchdown. From 60 yards out, what a start for the Mids.
Been able to slow down this option game.
13th play, nearly 7 minutes off the clock. A close pitch to Chapman. He'll make it work all the way to the end zone.
Your field goal.
Horvath with time across the middle. Teska, the full head of steam, still on his feet, breaking for the end zone and a touchdown. What a play, dialed up by Drew Cronick. Reached the AAC championship game. Horvath to the perimeter, towards that front pylon for the touchdown. In the second half. Easier said than done. Archie towards the corner for the touchdown. Michael Brown-Stevens. Mensah directing traffic, now escapes. Off the pump fake, Mensah to the end zone. And the Green Wave strike first in Annapolis. Hughes, the running back. He'll get the carry. Weaving his way through traffic, still on his feet. He found a way to the front pylon for the two-lane touchdown. Mensah to Hughes. The battering ram straight ahead, and he got there for the touchdown. Mensah, end zone, touchdown Bauman. Alex Bauman for the 6th time this year, a red zone target. On the mainstay in New Orleans, these championship runs. Play action, wide open, into the end zone is Arnold Barnes III. Chains weren't even set that last snap. Smith again up the middle. Across the goal line for the touchdown. Rashard Smith, 13th rushing score of this season.
What needs to be seen.
It makes me feel old because De'Ara King was just playing. How about Kevin Jennings? Slings it towards the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. It's Jordan Hudson. A missile fired from Kevin Jennings. And again, it does not take long for SMU to strike if given the opportunity. Back close where the ball is being snapped. And it is a quarterback draw, and Jennings towards the goal line, in for the touchdown. And SMU seizing control on the road and ever closer to the ACC championship game. A chance to compete in the ACC championship game in year 1 in a Power 4 conference. Cavaliers have it. It's 4th and goal. Calandria, pressure, retreating. He'll try to buy some time to heave one. He does. In the back corner. And it's caught for the touchdown. Malachi Fields. A little magic from Calandria, and Malachi cashes in. Once again, and to the end zone, another touchdown. It's Matthew Hibner. Well, his first score of the season came against Pittsburgh, the Michigan transfer. He has stepped up his production in the absence of the injured R.J. Maryland. Even later tonight in the rough and rugged Big 12. Klubnik's going to take off. Klubnik with a touchdown. And the Tigers strike first in Death Valley.
Great job of creating space.
After 4 straight runs, Sellers stays alive. Sellers inside the 10. Tumbling towards the front pylon. And the signal is a touchdown. Somehow, some way, the freshman quarterback reached the end zone. Magnificent. Built under his own power moments ago. Snap in the red zone. Klubnik's going to take off quickly. Klubnik into the end zone for the touchdown. Time for Sellers. Eludes the pressure. There he goes. Lenora Sellers again to the end zone. He made it.
For Braylon Braxton, and the way he influences his teammates, affects everyone around him, brings a unique energy with him, coupled with that athletic ability.
Braxton to the end zone for the touchdown. Doc Chapman running wide open, and from 37 yards out, Marshall has its first lead. Ethan Payne on 2nd and 3. Payne to the edge, to the end zone for the Marshall touchdown. 7th score of the season for the senior. Thundering her
For your squad.
9th play of the drive. It could be a free one. Here comes the penalty marker. There goes the throw. Back in the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Braylon Brown. Braylon Brax. A little bit about him earlier in the broadcast. He's currently under contract in the NFL. So he's done some impressive things. And another touchdown. This time it's Houston. And across the goal line, the icing on the cake. Thundering Herd are going to win the Sun Belt. Miller wants to throw it. Off the pump fake, heaves one deep. Has Lance. Bryce Lance catches it cleanly for the touchdown.
Little thing, perfect pass, splitting a defense in half.
Miller, end zone, back shoulder. Hauled in for the touchdown. Bryce Lance, his 2nd score in the first 5.5 minutes today. It is all Bison early. The younger brother of Trey Lance, a former first-round draft pick, reaches pay dirt again.
The missed tackle, that was crummy.
Neubauer back on the field. Off a play action. Floats one deep. Man-to-man coverage. End zone and touchdown. Parsons corralled it from 38 yards out, and Mercer right back in this one. Kellen Parsons. Bison will snap it. No review. There goes Miller. No review needed. Cam Miller for the touchdown. He does it through the air. He does it on the ground. He's done it before. He'll do it again. Samacho, Roy Philpott, Lauren Sisler. Then to the running back. Miller hands it off, and an easy touchdown for NDSU. Great block by the fullback, Truman Wermeyer. Paved the way for Barika Pinu. And the play clock winding down quickly. Miller wants to throw it to the end zone for the touchdown. Bryce Lance reels it in, and NDSU strikes first.
Collapsing.
Kevin Brenner, a little push. Gronowski is in for the touchdown. And the Jackrabbits on the board in Fargo. Little extracurricular activity. We expect to see more of that today. And an extra point away from this game being tied. And they are taking in the action this afternoon. Johnson's able to buzz through. Amar Johnson off and running to the end zone. And the Jackrabbits in front for the first time in Fargo.
Keep on getting stops to build your confidence.
5 straight runs after the pass, after the turnover. Cam Miller straight ahead again to the edge of the easy score. Forts
Could be a good.
Jamar Brown in the backfield, play action. Miller wants it all. He's got a man, and it's caught. Bryce Lance for the touchdown. Bison back in front. Has converted on 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 10 on this drive so far. He needs 8 more here. Towards the end zone, pass is caught. In for the touchdown. Graham Goring. The junior from Iowa City, an extra point away from being tied once again in Fargo. Fatigue plays a role. Marshall, the running back. Miller flings it. Lance, a one-handed grab, but incomplete. You only need 1 foot inbounds in college with control. It was close.
After video review, the player maintained control with the body part down.
What a play. What a grab. by the record-setting Bryce Lance. On again for the Tigers. First possession here in Houston. All day for Nussmeier, back of the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Trey Green. Second and long. The screen, Washington could not corral it. Here comes LSU. The pick six for Keys. Devon Keys, the freshman. Baylor facing 3rd and 5. And towards the end zone, Cameron. Did he haul it in? No. Josh Cameron thought he scored a touchdown. Zy Alexander in coverage, and let's have a look.
It's going to be, does he get Nussmeier?
Sam, did he get 2 feet in?
He did.
To the end zone, has a man, and an LSU touchdown. Chris Hilton Jr. Better in that department in 2025. And it starts with this game today. Nussmeier, the throwback, and there's Green again. An easy touchdown. Twice as nice for number 14, Trey Green. The Baylor Bears out of the Big 12. Pendergrass straight ahead. The second effort. He got there for the touchdown.
But that defense for Boise is second in college football when it comes to sacking quarterbacks. And so if this turns into a game where it's a passing game.
Tigers get it back, and there goes Thomas. Xavion Thomas to the house.
Special teams are the...
Yates went in motion, another screen, and another touchdown. Now the perimeter blocking, and Ashton Hawkins celebrating against the goalposts. And a direct snap, it goes to Williams. Sidestep 2 defenders into the end zone. Bears are not going away. Handoff straight ahead for the touchdown. So Dawson Pendergrass